Hey friends, it is Michelle with Garden Jargon, and it is September 24th. I actually just finished up a video with my good friend Lauren on our taste testing of tomatoes. I hate that video. Every year I do it just for you guys so that you know what tomatoes taste like, certain varieties, because I grow 30 varieties every year. And I want to make sure that you guys know what they taste like before you go and invest in the money and the seeds. So I just wanted to say hi and let you know that I am out here today in this big, lush 15 acres of property. See those tall, tall trees way back there? That's how far it goes. All the way to the street on this side. And this land is actually pushing the envelope. It is a huge industrial park, the building behind me. You can see the envelope there on the corner of the building. That is the business, and then they also purchased this 15 acres of land here that they are letting little people like us that want a garden. They're letting us garden here. And I don't think that I have yet announced this, but I'm getting another garden because I'm just addicted to growing food and I can't wait. But I also want to grow some stuff that I can just put it in the ground and forget about it kind of stuff. You know, stuff that's not very needy of my attention. And I also want to grow corn, which takes little to no effort to throw in the ground if you feed it properly. So hopefully I can grow some corn, because I purchased about 9 dozen this year from the farmers markets and the food stands and stuff like that, and it's about $6 a dozen. So I figured I could save a little bit of money if I just grow my own corn. So that's what I'm going to try to do this year. So I came out here and I met with the manager of this property, and he mowed me out a space, and I paced out like 25 feet by 50. Yeah, so it's like 25, 30 feet by 50. And this is my garden plot for 2022. The mowed grass right over my shoulder there, and then I have 2 rows of silage tarp there. That's the silage tarp that you get from Home Depot. The 6 mil black plastic, a roll is like 70 bucks. It's 10 feet wide by 100 feet long, and I came out here and just put it down on top of the grass like that right there, because this is all natural weeds, like wildflowers and weeds. You can see it's everywhere out here. So he mowed it down for me, which is awesome. And then I came out here with my silage tarps and put this down yesterday because we just started warming up in our weather again. It's September 24th, and it's going to stay in the 80s for the rest of all next week, and hopefully I can get some of this burned off before the fall gets here. And I'll leave it down for a majority of the winter probably, just to kill off as much as I possibly can of the weed seed underneath here. I will get some loads of compost and some manure to put out here on the ground so I can grow some really good corn. So I just wanted to bring you out here today to show you the future plot of probably a lot of winter squash, pumpkins, melons, and I'm going to put some tomatoes out here for my sister, because she literally lives in the neighborhood right over those trees right there. And she lives in a townhome. She doesn't get a whole lot of sun, but she likes tomatoes. So if I put some out here, maybe it'll draw her into the garden so she can get some vegetables of her own and enjoy them throughout the season next year. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to throw some more landscaping staples in the ground, because I knew I didn't have enough when I came out here yesterday to put this down. So I did just order some more on Amazon, and I have them right here. I'm going to throw them in the plastic so that my plastic doesn't blow away. So I will be right back in a couple minutes. Alright, so that's done. So I'm not sure if you know what silage tarp is, so let me tell you what I use it for. I don't even know if silage tarp is like a real thing. Maybe silage tarp is thicker than the 6 mil plastic that I get from Home Depot. It could possibly be cheaper. I could be surprised if I looked it up probably. I do know Haas Tools sells it. I think like Greenhouse Megastore sells it. I've seen it on there. I never even looked at the prices because I literally went out and bought this in a panic because it's the end of September. It's the 24th right now, and it takes a minute to burn grass off. It takes like 3 to 4 weeks if you have some decent sun still. Now last year, I moved into my new place in October, on October 1st, and for the first 3 weeks of October, it was in the 70s in Chicago. I'm in Grow Zone 5B in Chicagoland, and it was hot. Like, I was using my air conditioning in October last year. It was crazy. So, just to let you know, as soon as, it's kind of like your car. When you leave your windows up and there's a dog in the car and it's sunny, it bakes inside your car. So don't leave your dog in the car, just so you know. But when you have silage tarp down on the ground like this and it heats up with the sun like this, it fries what's underneath it. Now it's only been here for a day, but I put this down at my Ginger Creek garden. You can find that playlist in the description below. But Ginger Creek has been down now, the silage tarp, for 3 weeks, and it is brown, crunchy grass right now, and that's perfect because that's exactly what we want. There's actually some landscaping fabric out here before I got here, and you can tell that this grass that's here got all burnt up. But it obviously is promoting new growth because this is all new grass that's growing. So whatever tarp they had down here before burned off a bunch of grass, but it didn't kill off all the way down to the roots. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Now when I plant this garden next year, I might just buy that woven fabric and lay that down for weed suppression and cut holes where I'm going to put my plants, because I just want to put a couple squash and melons in the ground out here. I might bring out one of my arch trellises and put that up. And then in the grassy spots behind me, that's where I plan to succession plant a bunch of sweet corn. I want to start down there at the north end of the garden and plant about 10 feet. And then 3 weeks later, plant another 10 feet and just do that so I have corn throughout the whole entire summer. The reason I want to do that is because I don't want a bumper crop of sweet corn. I can't process it fast enough. And all the corn that I did purchase from the farmers markets this year, I just blanched it and took it off the husks and I froze it, and then some of them I canned. So I love sweet corn, and if I'm going to buy corn from the store in a can, it's never going to be as sweet as corn that you can get at a farmer's market. So that's why I'm going to grow my own. Why not, right? I do love the TV show Yellowstone, and I just heard that there's a sweet corn out there that's yellow. It's all yellow. It's not a bicolor, and it is called Yellowstone. So for nostalgia, I'm going to go ahead and grow that corn, which is called Yellowstone. And then I will grow a bicolor corn as well. But I want to try both of them this year. I've never grown sweet corn before, and I'm going to do that. And then everywhere else in here, I'm going to grow a couple tomatoes and cucumbers for my sister, and then a bunch of melons and squash. So just wanted to share with you the garden that I'm going to do for next year, 2022. Here, I think we're just going to call it, I don't even know what we're going to call it. It's on Averill Street, and we're going to call it that. But the owner of the property is saying hi to me, so I'm going to let you guys go see in the next video. Thanks.